Namaskar students and welcome back. Last time we got to grips with HCF using Euclid's division algorithm. Today we're diving into another concept that's a really big deal for your exams, the fundamental theorem of arithmetic.
But before we jump in, let me ask you something. Do you think numbers have a secret, unchangeable DNA? I mean, what if I told you that every number has its own unique code, a blueprint that defines it and nothing else? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the absolute basics, the elements and formations of numbers. Then we'll uncover the universal law that pulls it all together. After that, we'll actually deconstruct some numbers ourselves, see how this whole thing works in the real world, and finally, you'll get a chance to master it for yourself.
First up, elements and formations. You know, before you can understand the recipe, you've got to know the ingredients. So let's look at what numbers are fundamentally made of.
On one hand, you've got prime numbers. Think of them as the pure elements, these indivisible, uncut crystals. They can only be divided by one in themselves. You know them, 2, 3, 5, 7, and so on. And on the other hand, you have composite numbers. These are the cool, complex structures you build with those prime crystals. They have more than two factors. Take 4, for example. It's got 1, 2, and 4 as factors.
So now let's see how these little building blocks create, well, everything else. It's time to look at the universal law of arithmetic. And trust me, this isn't just some random rule, it's the actual mathematical blueprint for how all composite numbers are made.
And here it is, the big idea. The fundamental theorem of arithmetic states that every single composite number can be written as a product of prime numbers. But here's the kicker, the most important part. This prime factorization is totally unique to each number. It's like a mathematical fingerprint. No two composite numbers have the same one, ever.
So this is what that blueprint looks like in math terms. Here, n is our final number, that composite crystal. The p's represent the base prime elements, those unique building blocks we talked about. And a? That just tells you the power, or how many of each prime crystal you need in the mix. It's the recipe. And every complex integer has one and only one of these unique formulas.
Okay, theory is great, but now for the fun part. Let's get our hands dirty. We're going to head into our virtual lab and actually practice this. We're going to deconstruct some numbers and find their unique prime DNA.
First up on the lab bench, we have the number 24. Let's break this thing down and find its prime components.
All right, let's go. We always start with the smallest prime number, which is 2. So 24 divided by 2, that's 12. Can we use 2 again? Yep. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And again, 6 divided by 2 gives us 3. And 3? Well, 3 is a prime number itself, so we stop there. Boom! The prime factorization of 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3.
Next up in our lab, the number 36. What's its unique secret code? Let's find out.
We follow the exact same process. 36 divided by 2 is 18. Divide by 2 again, and you get 9. Now can we divide 9 by 2? Nope. So we move to the next prime number up, which is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3, and we're done. So for 36, the prime factors are 2 times 2 times 3 times 3.
Okay, let's try one more. We'll level up just a little bit with a slightly larger number, 72.
Okay, for 72, we start by dividing by 2, and we get 36. And hey, wait a second, we just did 36. We already know its prime factors are 2 2s and 2 3s. So we just tack on that extra 2 from the start, and there you have it. The full DNA of 72 is 3 2s and 2 3s. See how that works?
Now when we write these factorizations out using exponents, that's when the magic really happens. You're not just looking at a jumble of numbers anymore. You are seeing the underlying code. 24 is 2 cubed times 3. 36 is 2 squared times 3 squared. You can instantly see how these numbers are related. You can spot that 72 shares that 2 cubed gene with 24 and the 3 squared gene with 36. This is the hidden structure of numbers laid bare for us to see.
So, you might be thinking, okay, that's a neat party trick, but what's the point? Well, this little trick is actually an incredibly powerful engine for solving real problems, especially the kind you're going to see on your exams.
Prime factorization is the engine that drives 3 huge mathematical jobs. Finding the highest common factor, or HCF, this is your best tool. Figuring out the lowest common multiple, or LCM, yep, this is the key. And simplifying fractions, it makes it an absolute breeze.
Seriously, if you master this one skill, you unlock all these other ones.
All right, now it's your turn. We've gone through the theory, we've walked through the examples. I think you're ready. It's time to test your understanding with a little challenge.
Here is your challenge. Find the prime factorization of 48. Go ahead and pause the explainer, grab a piece of paper, and try to solve it. I'll be right here with the solution when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. Let's check your work. You start with 48. Divide by 2, you get 24. Divide by 2 again, you get 12. Again, you get 6. And one last time by 2, you get 3. That's it. So the prime factorization of 48 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, or 2 to the power of 4 times 3. How did you do? I bet you nailed it.
So, let's do a quick wrap-up. Today we learned all about prime and composite numbers. We unpacked the massive idea of the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, and we got our hands dirty with prime factorization. Now hang on to this skill, because in our next lecture, we're going to use this exact process to find HCF and LCM like a pro.
You know, building strong concepts like this is so important for your board exams. At KSV Academy OA, we really focus on making sure every single concept is absolutely crystal clear for you. Because look, getting high marks isn't just about memorizing stuff. It's about clear concept understanding, getting regular practice, having a study plan focused on the board exams, and getting personal attention when you need it. That's the foundation for success we help you build. We believe in building your future, one strong concept at a time. Thank you so much for watching. If you're ready to build your foundation for success, join us at KSV Academy OA today. See you in the next lecture.